Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. In the previous episode, what I did was mainly just show off all the progress I've made with my production lines, assembly lines, factories, whatever you want to call them. Because before the previous episode, I really didn't have much. I just had like the smelter production lines over there on that side, foundry, blah blah blah, that stuff. And I think I only had one production line over here working, which was the steel production line, making steel pipes and steel beams. But everything was still kind of, there was not a lot of this going on, and a lot of these conveyor belts on my lifts, all those, all the conveyor belts, lines, whatever, everything, or was using Mark One conveyor belts, and now everything has been upgraded. Everything's all good. At the level we're at the point we're at right now, everything is sorta kinda good. Sorta kinda, because I have to expand my power grid. I need to go out down here, and this one's being used already, so I have to probably go back here, use that. I probably have to use whatever I have right here, because I used one from there for the black powder, so now I only have two left, which is pretty much the same amount I'm using for this one. So I could probably make another setup. I don't know if I'll make it over here, because that's where the water is. I have water to my back over here, but I don't know if I can use that. And then there's water over here. I don't know, but I probably have to expand my power grid soon. But anyways, at the end of the previous episode, we also finished or completed a milestone, which was the advanced steel production. We got the miner Mark II unlocked, encased industrial beams, stators, motors, and another what does it say there? Project part for the space elevator. So we pretty much have all the project parts that we need for the next phase in the space elevator. I don't know if it's just versatile framework and automated wiring. I can't remember if it also required, where's that other one? The something smart plating. There it is. I don't know if it also requires that, if it's going to use all three now. I'm not sure, but that's not important right now. What's important is that we're finally going to get the hyper tubes, which we're going to test them out, check them out in this episode. I already have all the materials with me. It's 300 copper sheet, so 3 stacks of that, 3 stacks of copper steel pipes, and 50 encased industrial beams. So that, as you can see right there, the recipe, or the standard one, used 4 steel beams, 5 concrete. I can't remember if that was the original recipe before this update, or before update number 3. I really can't remember. It doesn't really matter anymore, because what matters is this update now. I had found 48 encased industrial beams while I was out and about getting the hard drives from the crash sites. I managed to get 48. I just needed 2, so we've already unlocked the recipe, or we've already unlocked the item to be made, or the blueprint, whatever you want to call it. And what I just had to make 2, so we got that. And now let's unlock the hyper tubes. I don't know what it's gonna need to build, but we'll see.
Milestone reached. FICSIT Incorporated has processed and incorporated frequent Pioneer requests for pipe-based personal transport. Introducing Hypertubes. Safe, aesthetic, adaptable, fun. Enjoy a view of your hard work as you soar through incredibly tight turns. Build them today. Note: FICSIT Incorporated is not responsible for any harm caused by irresponsible use of this product.
Always that disclaimer. So we got that done, and all we have left is this, which we don't have an assembly line yet for modular frames, but we will soon enough. I don't really care for this, but I'm like, might as well get everything done like I've been getting everything here previously done. I still just put it up there because I have nothing else to put there. So hypertubes. Let's go into Q. Alright, so they're in vehicles. So they're gonna. Oh, good thing that I put the tubes, the copper sheets. I mean, come on, the copper sheets over here to automate. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the hyper tubes like automated because I wasn't sure how often I would need them. I'm like, you know what? Just make their own production line too. Good thing I did because I do need them. Pipes, steel pipes, and copper sheet for the hyper tube. Okay. So the hypertube entrance, used to enter and power a hypertube. So it uses 10 electricity. Okay. 4 rotors, 4 encased industrial beams. Okay, I did expect it to use the encased industrial beams because it requires it to unlock the milestone. I didn't. It's not that much, I guess. 10 steel pipes. I have plenty of that. That's how good. And the support tube. So I'm guessing that's just the same thing as what's it called? The like something like this, or just a conveyor pole. You know, similar to this pipeline support. I'm guessing that's the same thing. So in vehicle, what else did we unlock? Was that it? I think that was it, right? Yeah, seems so. So the hypertube, the entrance. I really can't make anything right now. Has to be connected. So the first thing I wanted to do was to make it easier on myself, having go up and down this ramp. So I kind of wanted it to place it, you know, here. But I don't know how exactly I want to do it. Maybe I had mentioned something like putting one whole long tube all the way down. I'm guessing it would have to have 2 entrances. One up here and one down there for, you know, back and forth. One that goes all the way up and one that goes all the way down, and then a separate one that stops like halfway, or that stops somewhere, just in case I needed to go just halfway or whatever. That would probably not be as necessary, but it might be okay to have because it's either you go all the way up or you go all the way down if you're inside one of these. Inside that one that I'm talking about. The next one would probably be, I don't know if I want to have it here, like right on this side in between, because I feel like it's gonna be in the way. I might have to make it go a little like up, like have one there and start the other one like right here or something, like I don't know, something like that, and then have it go up a little bit, just a little bit. I don't need it to go that high. I just need it to go a little bit so I won't be like crashing into it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. How I'm gonna do that. So I can have it take me all the way across over there, or make, you know, one with stops, like every so often, like one here, stop there, next one there, stop there. I don't know. The thing is that I need to do it to facilitate my traversal throughout the whole factory area. I'm definitely gonna have to have it go that way for like the first stop. Maybe one that takes me all the way down somewhere to another, you know, another like area that I haven't constructed yet, like when I have assemblers or manufacturers to their like warehouse area. But the first one will probably go all the way to the end, like where I have the first phase or first section of warehouse, which is like basic items. I don't have like the quartz crystal and the concrete in any of the ones on this side. They're only on the ones like the part of the buffer there, and their buffer over there from their production lines. Because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make something in the area that I left empty, like for like basic stuff, since those are gonna use at least assemblers to make anything. Like now that we have the encased industrial beam blueprint or recipe, that's gonna require concrete and steel beams. Luckily these two are together, but since I have the steel beams already like being stored on that side and concrete's just on this side, either I bring it in one from one side and one from the other, like around, or just go to the next area and then just move up the whatever's in that container to the warehouse container on the end over there, and then just from there just go forward and without having to move the steel beams, bring them back around for that assembly line. I'm gonna have to make that. That's like the first thing I want to do right now, because I'm gonna need a lot of encased industrial beams, especially if I want to do Mark IVs. But there's another thing I need to check. Where are the parts? Are they like in here? Oh yeah, they can't be made like that. So 1 second, I'm gonna get a constructor. I'm gonna build an assembler right now real quick, so we can check on those parts. Alright, so here I just have an assembler. I've connected it to electricity just so that I can see like the recipe, what it uses per minute. So space elevator right here, smart plating, we've already been doing that. Versatile framework, automated wiring. I can't remember exactly what it needed, but I think it was like 1,000 of. I don't know if it was 1,000 of each, like all three of these, or just 1,000 of one of these two new parts. I don't know if it still uses a smart plating. I really can't remember. I would have to rebuild it, or probably, yeah, I would have to rebuild it to check it. So this one uses reinforced iron plates and rotors. Then this one uses modular frames, so I need the reinforced iron plates to be automated so I can automate the modular frames. So I can go to this. Steel beams, which is something kind of basic, which I have, that's no big deal. Automated wiring uses stators and cables. I only have wire automated right now. I don't have cable, so I'm gonna have to do cable as well. And stator, which requires pipes and wire, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it requires. Let's see. So this one's gonna need. Oh, it's not a lot actually. Just 2.5 modular frames per minute. That's not bad, but it ain't that great either because modular frames are usually slow to build anyways. Steel beams 30 per minute. That's not good for me because I don't really produce that many at a time anyways. That's not really good. I'll have to figure this out. So 1 stator and 20 cables. So 50 cables per minute and 2.5 stators per minute. So that's not bad either. That's definitely better than the modular frames because I think stators are built much faster than modular frames. But anyways, that's there. The next thing to do is to since we've already unlocked the minor Mark IIs, maybe I don't really need to upgrade them right now because I'm not gonna overclock any of my machines, so that's not immediately necessary. Hyper tubes, not exactly either, but of course I have to show it off to you guys. That's something the main thing I wanted to do in this episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna probably set up or try to set up like something just quick, a quick assembler for encased industrial beams. Maybe just one with one container, just so I can start getting that done for myself. Right there. So I can. Well, I'm gonna need it. I'm not gonna need that much, but I'd rather have it automated than manually. I'll think about what I'm gonna be doing, but right now, I'm just gonna start getting all my materials, gathering everything, and I'm just gonna set up something right here. I'm gonna. I don't know if I should set it up all the way down or just a little thing right here just so you can like show it off. Maybe I'll have it all the way down. I'll think about it, but that's gonna have I'm just gonna have to make a cut here then, and I'll see you all once I have something either over here or over there with the hyper tubes. Alright everyone, so I've already set something up real quick. I have something there, and I actually already made my hyper tube going all the way down. I made it so that you just have to go go under it, walk under it, and it'll start taking you down. So you know what? I don't want to go all the way down. Let's turn it around. So to turn around, I don't know if you either press the W or the S or the go forward or the go backwards button. You have to press it you have to like hold it, press it and hold it for a little bit before it actually turns around. I had to figure that out because I was like, so how do I turn it around? I thought I was just tapping it, like tapping the buttons and like, nothing was happening. So you know what, let me press it, hold it, and do. I was testing a few other things. Well, I got to do that, right? So here's this one. So I kind of do like that, the whole just walk under it instead of having it like forward. Because if you have it forward and it's facing one way and you accidentally like pass by it, then well, it will just take you in and it'll be a waste of time. You can like, because you can come back, so it's not that much of a big deal. This one I made it this way just so you guys can see that if it launches you up in the air, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna cause a little bit of damage, not much, but it's just so you can see that, and then you can apparently make it go through foundations as well. It has different modes for building the tubes. It has a default mode, which is that one that I have over there. This one that I used here is noodle mode apparently. I didn't really noodle it very much, but I kind of made it in a way where like it turns and it like spirals a little bit. Those two right there. And the last one that I have over there was vertical. And then there's a 2D conveyor version as well. I'm gonna remove this one just so I can show you all a little bit. Hyper tube. So another thing before I continue, the hypertube entrance can be placed in two different ways. And just so you know, I think it can be placed on the ground just as is. I'm on the little chug, just as is, in whichever direction you want it. That light ring that you see inside there, the one that's further out is the way the direction's gonna go. So it sucks air, so to suck you in, if you have it that way, it's actually gonna suck from the top and then send downwards. So if I were to put it that way and then try to add hypertube, it'll be from the bottom and it'll send me down instead of up. So it does have its the direction. It still has a face, is what I'm trying to say. So if you want it like going like grabbing from the front or from the bottom, like in this case, you simply have to have that ring, that light ring inside, like on this side. So it's kind of simple. If you want it facing the other way, we'll just have to go the far side of the support, because you can actually just do it on the support. That's the highest it goes, kinda. As far as I know, that's the tallest it goes. You can have it whichever direction you want it to face in this kind of thing. So back to the entrance. So the front, I want it at the front, so I'll put it closer here. Let's just reconnect this. So right now it doesn't pull anything because, well, there's no hypertube to pull into. So that'll be from that side, right? So there's the vertical, which usually tries to take everything from the either from the top or from the bottom, depending on which direction you have it facing. So if I were to place it here and then I were to rotate it, but it rotates it like this, it would do that. There's this one part where I had it go super high over here. Let's just remove this piece right here just so I can probably show that off. Hypertube, place that there in vertical, and then since I was going down, well, definitely it was gonna be kind of high. So it did that over here. It doesn't seem to do it over there because it doesn't seem to go very high. It just depends where you're trying to place it, I guess. If I try to place it over here, it'll do something like that. So that's the vertical right there. Then with R, you toggle the build mode. That's the default. It'll just try to connect it from whichever angle you place it or in which direction you do it. And then there's the conveyor 2D, which simply just turns into like a conveyor belt mode, where it doesn't try to go up over something or turn around. And having the entrance facing upwards this way, well, it's not gonna work because technically you can't really put conveyor belts that way, so that's not gonna be very useful. So go back. This is the noodle mode where it usually just tries to turn, it twists and turns wherever it needs to, I guess. But anyways, that's the vertical. I don't think that'll reach that right there because it kind of goes a bit too high. Let's see. So it reaches it like that. I don't really like that, but there was this part. Let me just do it like this. And then I can go higher, but that's as high as it goes, and I can still rotate like this. I don't know if this is the yaw or pitch or whatever it's called, but you can do that. So I'll put it like that and test it. I have to go back up because my other tube entrance is down there. So if I grab it from here, I just have to walk into the stream, you know, and it takes me up. So that's gonna hurt for sure. Oh, it might kill me. Yep, I'm dead. Luckily, I'm close. So let's go back over here. So yeah, that it's also dangerous. Like it says, like ADA warns you inappropriate use of the product. What did it say? Could be something. I don't know what it said. Pretty much said the disclaimer if you get hurt. So yeah, that's my stuff. So one of the things that you could probably see, or maybe you noticed, the blade runners as I run, as I'm in the tube, are kind of like sticking outwards. They're not on me. They're like if I were running, especially like right here, even on me, just regular running or walking. They're kind of not where they should be. They're glitching out. They're bugged out. That's how it's been since this whole time I've been using them. So yeah, this is kind of dangerous. So you gotta watch out for that. So definitely, if it's going down like on a downhill kind of thing, be careful. If just being flat on flat ground, it hurt me. Well, it hurt me even more going downhill. Where I forget it's on vehicles. So yeah, mine was on just default, just to do it like this. I didn't have it on noodle. I don't really need all that spinning going around. So I'm just gonna reconnect that there. So something I didn't really check was, let me reconnect this as well. Let's see what kind of shape I can get this to get in. So there's that. Let's see, come on, let's go on the other side. So I'm not turning anything, so that's conveyor 2, noodle, vertical, default. Let's just go vertical. So vertical tries to get things a little straighter, and noodle seems to, or default and noodle seem to be about the same. No, vertical? I don't know. It's kind of maybe a mix. Noodle tries to get things as rounded off as possible. So let's go back to that. And let's go back over here and try it again. And since that one at the end launches me back into the air, let's see if it, yeah, so that sticking out right there are my blade runners. Something that probably got to get fixed. So I want to see if it relaunches, if it like resucks me back into the tube. So it does. If you just do that, if you want to have something like playing around or something, or maybe you could probably have like one hyper tube like launching you up, and then it launches you to another hyper tube, and then that one takes you to another spot and things like that. That's pretty cool. Right here it just drops me straight down. No, go back, come on, go back. So I just have to hold that. Kind of does like this little crouching thingy to turn around. So it depends on which side you're facing also, so your camera angle also matters there. So if you're facing that way and you start turning, you start going back like this, then it'll turn you that way. But if you turn around and you're pressing the same button, it'll just turn you right back around. Alright, so it's not really that fast. It seems that it's as fast as the Blade Runners as well, running I think more or less the same speed from here to there, because it still took me a while to get all the way down and to come all the way back up. I didn't really check the time. I didn't take time, but it seemed about the same. It didn't seem very fast. So yeah, that's the hypertube. It's pretty cool. I think you really just have to like try to be creative and figure out a way to use it. like if you want to go up higher, like you know it's gonna launch you high up in the air. So try to have something like, let's say in this case where I have another level, more floors, you can have something where it takes you out here and it spits you up or launches you up. Or maybe you don't even have to have like a long tube. You just have an entrance here and then a hyper tube here, where you go in and it takes you like underneath. It like noodles around like a S, and it spits you up. And then I don't know. There's another one right above it, or somewhere on that level, or on whichever level, whichever height it reaches on that level, facing down. So it'll grab you and then it'll take you whichever other way you want to go. That seems pretty nice, pretty neat. Though I don't really, it's kind of slow, so I probably just like it to, if I want to go all the way down, I'm like, you know what, I don't want to be holding the W key all the way down, all the way. So you know what, I'll just let this take me down, and that's it. That's pretty much all the only use I feel I have for this. Like, it's pretty cool, but it's just automated. It's like when I had my conveyor belts taking me one way, but I can't turn on them because they're all just one way. On the ramps. These are kind of slow, so but the hypertube is just one. I'm guessing it's just one standard speed. I was thinking of, like, you know what if I were to connect two of the entrances, like one, both sucking from the same side, you know, one in front of the other, because I think it does let me sort of kind of do that, like, because it'll attach if I'm not mistaken. Where's the other one? Let's grab this. If I were to remove that, will it attach? Because I saw it attach there. It attaches on top. So I'm not exactly sure if that increases the speed or what that does. It doesn't even turn it. So whichever side I face it, it doesn't turn it. So I don't know if this will increase speed or not. Or maybe it's a bug where similar to the bug with these. I don't know if it's a bug either. With like the splitters, where you can still, like, you stack them up high, but you can still place another one right, like, on one, like right there. I can place one right in between, right inside that, like double stack or double place. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, that's mostly it. I can try and check it if it increases the speed. You know what? Let's check that out. I'm a double stack another one of these. It doesn't let me do one like the other way, so I don't know if that's the, like, if it's trying to suck from that side instead of this side. I don't know. Let's just place them. So one's gonna be on one side, one's gonna be on the other. I think that's not gonna work. Oh, look at that! But it didn't suck me back. So maybe you can just do it like that, placing two hypertube entrances, one like back to back kind of thing, like this. Probably this is not something that should be happening, and it'll just launch you. It doesn't launch you as high though, and it doesn't resuck you back in. So let's try hypertube. It doesn't let me place it. Oh, it doesn't let me place it. So it's like if I had two ends connected. I think that's what's happening. It says if I had two ends connected. So since that one would technically suck from that side, that's why it doesn't let me place the hypertube, because it would have to be on the end that's not, that, you know, it's pushing towards the side it's sending you to. It's the one where it connects. So that's not gonna work. So this is the one I have to remove, I believe. Just reconnect. I thought it would probably increase the speed. Maybe I could put it in between. Probably not. Go back to default mode, please. Alright, so I don't think I could place one of these in between to speed it up, right? Yeah, I don't think so. So these can only go like on a support, or just like plain on its, like, you know, just itself. If I were to place that there, yeah, it just places it there. It doesn't do really anything of interest. Yeah, so now it doesn't let me place it because it has the hypertube there. It'll let me place it like that, but that's not probably something that shouldn't be happening. It's probably just glitching there. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything good or important there. So this won't take me in because there's no entrance. Yeah, so it seems you can't speed it up. So that's as fast as it goes. It seems maybe it is a bit faster. It looks like it's going really, really fast. But I think it goes faster. Oh, I think I see what's going on. I think this has physics attached to it. It goes faster when it's going down, but it goes slower when it's going uphill. That sucks. It should go this fast all the time, because previously I couldn't see that wind, the air at the front of my character. Yeah, that definitely brought me way down, and it killed me too. Holy man, that's not good. Definitely not good, because I have to respawn and I have to make my way all the way down to get my stuff back. So yeah, I guess I have to either have it launch me forward instead of down like it had there, or I didn't think it was that fast. So I guess going downhill is definitely, yeah. So it has physics going with it, like a vehicle, you know. Going downhill goes faster. No, don't do that. Or maybe you have to do like a stop when you're all the way, because going downhill, look at that, and then going uphill. Let's turn around. Turn around. Okay, so now it's going uphill. You can see the drastic difference though, right? Definitely can't see that air, the wind, the slipstream, or whatever you want to call it, at the front. It looks like I'm going like a meteor, but I don't have no fire. Let's go all the way down. So I think it goes faster if I just press down. I'm pressing the W key right now. I think it goes faster this way. So I guess the way to go down definitely is faster, but I can't leave this unattended. As soon as I'm gonna as soon as I'm getting close to the end, I have to like brake. I think those are the brakes are going. That's the brakes right there, going back in reverse. Come on. All right. But I don't think it'll do the same going back up. Going uphill, I definitely don't think it'll go this fast. So let's brake. Come on, let's brake. I don't want to die again. I want to grab my stuff without having to like reload or anything. Okay, so right here, start slowing down. I think I have to slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Brakes. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's something you gotta watch out for. So uphill, it'll go it'll go faster. If I start holding the W key, like going forward, will it do the same speed? I can see this, like the wind, the air, the slipstream, whatever you want to call it. I can see that there. But I'm going forward. I'm pressing forward, but it doesn't seem to go as fast. So yeah, the fact that I was going downhill seemed to have a significant impact on the speed. So this is definitely going very slow. I let go of the W now. It's still going about the same speed, so I guess it's still kind of fast. I probably would have to have like the jelly or something to cushion my landing down there, or either have it throw me forward. I don't think throwing me up would be a good thing. I think that's gonna be terrible. But anyways, that's gonna be all for this episode. I mainly just wanted to show the hypertube off this time around. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope it was kind of, you know, informative. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you all for watching. You know, please subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.